Bethany Scott here, and welcome to my channel. Today I am sprinkling a little sunshine amongst the weeds and the flowers because, hey, we have a lot going on these days. Today I was being very mindful of the choices I'm making, and I was thinking, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, there's too much going on, I need a little break. And so this is my crafty break that I am sharing with you. It's already a busy day. I already have 1,000 other things to do as soon as I'm done with this, but I wanted to spread some joy and sunshine to you all. So we're going to do something quick, fast, and easy. I have grabbed a stamp set from Spellbinders that I got in a crafty haul when there was a sale the last time. And I have not used it yet, and unfortunately we have an occasion where I need a sympathy card. So I am grabbing just some simple things. I have a scrap piece of paper from a video I did probably a couple weeks ago now, and I just have my card base out, and I have, this is a speckled cardstock. I believe I got it from Michael's. I could be incorrect though, but I'm just gonna cut it down to the basic A2 size. Actually, I'm gonna have a little edge. We're gonna simplify. So let's see, 4 1/4. So I want it to be 4 1/8. Or no, we'll do 4. We'll do 1/8 of an inch all around. That's how we'll do this. Yeah, so life is good, generally. Just dealing with a lot of little things that, that happen in life. And so trying not to overthink it and be overwhelmed is sometimes a little difficult. So you see how there's a nice little white border, so it's not so stark. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to layer that in. So if I cut this down to, we're going to be a little more clean and simple on this one. Still a little mixed media, but a little more clean and simple. So I'm going to cut it down another 1/4 inch. So that would put it at 3 3/4. Fingers crossed I did it right. I think I did it right. Maybe I didn't. Oh no. I feel like that's too much. It's too much, but hey. Oh yeah, I meant to go the other way. Whoops. I guess we're pivoting already. So now, going with the flow. Yeah, so we've been healthier. People who were ill in the house are not as ill. My dad is back to work full time. And planning for retirement because he's back to work full time. And yeah, just getting ready for summer activities with the children. They have, as of the filming of this, 11 days left of school. So by the time I post this, it's going to probably be closer to 10 or 9 or 8 or, well, we'll see. So this is kind of it's kind of a cornucopia shape, I would call it, of a floral design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pre-place it out so I can visualize where it's going. And then I think in theory, the with sympathy fits in the middle somehow. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I'm going to stamp this one out first. And then, if I'm wrong, hey, we're pivoting then. So I will leave that here. And we'll just add a flower instead in the middle. And put the with sympathy down here. Whew, words are now officially hard. Alright, so I have my Misty. And I'm just going to go ahead and commit to the placement. Not going to use any embossing powder, nothing fancy. I'm keeping it simple. I also need to head back to work very soon. So I will not belabor the point of what I'm doing here. Nope, I gotta do it from here. I thought I would be able to put it from the top, but no. Okay, so now I'm gonna use some archival ink. Actually, no, let's use VersaFine Clear. Why? Because there's a lot of detail in this stamp, and so I want to make sure I don't miss any of the details. And using a pressure tool. Ooh, that's very pretty. There's one that's just a hair light though, so I'm going to go back. Just add a little more ink to it. And I don't want too much bleeding. Perfect. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. So now, now comes the trick of figuring out if this with sympathy truly, in fact, yep, I think it fits. It's kind of right in there. Or does it fit better here? Not as seamlessly, so we're going to put it up here. So, yes, the sympathy card is for, well, I guess the passing of a family friend, someone we haven't really talked to or seen in a while, but we are close with his parents. He is young, and he would have, I believe he would have had his 45th birthday this upcoming weekend, or next week, I mean. So between my age and hubby's age, but when you grow up with the family and everyone's friends, it's a little bit difficult. In fact, his parents have been very supportive of my parents in the recent past with losing so many family members in a rapid order. So, oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that is definitely beautiful. So, you know, our hearts go out to them. No details about, you know, the death or anything. But when they're young, it's never easy. And burying a child is never going to be easy. And so my mom is going to go visit with them tonight and just be with them. So I am hoping to spread some sunshine with this card. I'm going to add little flecks of yellow and green. Grab a yellow, grab a green. We're going to keep it simple, a little more watercolored-ish. I think I want this color. Yep. But we've known this family basically a very long time. So any loss is difficult, but any unexpected, no warning loss is sometimes even worse, especially when they're young. So this will hopefully, you know, let them know we're thinking of them and grateful we can be there for them just as they've been there for us. Yeah, it's not a fun thing, especially because this is the second family friend we've lost in a short time. And, you know, part of me in the back of my mind is like, oh, all these things tend to come in threes. So, you know, just waiting for the next sort of quote-unquote anvil to drop. And you don't want to walk around living life thinking that way, but it's there. It's there. So you'll see I'm not even really coloring it. I am just splattering, kind of just tapping, giving hints of color. And let me zoom in so you can see those little hints. I'm not doing a full color. I'm not even like doing a systemic color. Like I'm gonna leave those berries blank, but I'm just tapping little hints of those colors, you know, symbolizing the loss of color, life, fleeting. All of that. And I'll zoom even closer. Get the shadow of my cutter out of the way. Not wanting to be too blotchy, so spreading it out where I feel like it looks like just a blob of color. And I guess I could have sealed this with something or other, but for now, just because I'm rushing, I don't have much time, this is what I'm gonna just do. In other news, yeah, Frankie's done with school next week already, and haven't decided if he's going to go to a 3-gate program again, or if we're going to try to find him a more accelerated program. We got to do the potty training first before any full decisions are made. Gotta conquer that battle. I'm going back in where I feel it needs a little more color. And yeah, Danny is definitely a budding artist, which makes us so proud of her. Ellie too, but we have them in summer school and they will be in the same art class to start out summer school. So that should be extremely interesting. All right, and I'm gonna leave it like this, simple and not overcomplicated. I think that fits perfectly with this band. It's not a belly band because it doesn't go all the way across, but this little band of color should give it that little extra emphasis of popping. And I could trim it down just a hair. I'm gonna do that. So I think it encroaches on the visual of the flower too much. Trim down just a little bit off of there. Oops. Oh, that was definitely a little. Okay, hold on. That might have been too little. Need a little bigger. There we go. So I didn't mean to come on here to be a Debbie Downer. Absolutely not. And in fact, my point was to cheer you up with some fun stuff, but also realizing that, yeah, sometimes life doesn't go the way we plan it. Things are unexpected. You know, for our own family, we've been doing a lot of end of life planning, which is tough because I have not hit my 40s yet. That will be this year though. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm actually not freaked out, but because in my house, or the adults in my house, I'm the last adult or the youngest adult to turn anything. So I get to watch everyone else turn all the things before me. My dad actually turns 80 this year, so I have to start planning for his big soiree. That'll be a lot of fun though, because my dad is a ham, and we are blessed to still have him around. Every day is a gift with him. That is for certain. Grabbing my acrylic blocks here really quick while I throw on some glue. And I love that pattern in the back. I almost did sunflowers, but I think the last sympathy card I did sunflowers, so chose not to do that this time around. And then just trying to make the step up of those layers just look like they're seamless and meant to be that way. And there we go. I could add some glitter, but the recipient is not a big glitter person. She's very simple, clean and simple everything. So I feel like this is just a hint enough of mixed media without being over the top, and fast enough where I could duplicate the same style very quickly to make a lot of cards in a short amount of time. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me for just the brief moments I have been here, and I hope and wish that you all find joy in your day, and that, you know, whatever happens or comes your way that is unexpected, that you are mentally and emotionally prepared to handle it the best way you can, and giving yourself grace. Because these are things I need to remind myself of on a daily basis these days. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to find the joy in your day, and happy making. Bye.